Hi. In this lesson, we understand how to deal with string functions. String functions are used with strings, which are nothing but character and var character type. Most of these functions are self-explanatory. For example, length function returns the number of characters in the string. Lower and upper are used to convert string to lowercase and uppercase respectively. Init cap is converting the first letter of every word to uppercase and the remaining characters to lowercase. LPAD, RPAD are used for padding. So they are used to make a string of a specific length. And to do that, they pad it on the left or right, depending on whether you use LPAD or RPAD, with either spaces or with the characters given. So fill string there is about what is the character we want to use to fill that extra area. Trimming is done using ltrim, rtrim, and trim. We have three different functions. Ltrim is to trim on the left. By default, it trims all spaces, but you can specify what you want to trim. So is the case with rtrim. It trims on the right side called the trailing spaces. Ltrim is about leading spaces. But if you want to give a command to trim on both sides, left and right, leading and trailing, then we need to use trim. So those are the three functions we use to deal with the trimming. Substring is to take a part of the string. What if you want to take only first three characters of a string? Or what if you want to take three characters from fifth position, so on? That's what we can do with substring. And substring also allows you to ignore the length. So you can start taking characters from the position and everything that is there from the given position will be taken. It's very useful and we use it in many cases. In string is to look for a substring in the main string. I want to know whether a substring is present in main string. So S1 is the main string, S2 is the substring. If you don't give anything else, we look for first occurrence of S2 in S1. But if you say you are looking for S2 from a specific position, you can give the position here. You can also mention which occurrence you are interested in. Then it will give you the position of the occurrence that is mentioned. And if the substring is not found in the main string, it is going to return 0 to indicate that the substring is not present in main string. ASCII is to convert the given string to ASCII code. So if I give a string like ABC, it will give me ASCII code for first letter, which is 65. And similarly, CHR is returning the character for the given number. So CHR of something like 48 would mean you get digit 0 because that's the ASCII code for 0. Translate is converting every occurrence of character given in from to the corresponding character into. It is to translate one character to another character. It's character based translation. When you want to replace a string with another string, we need to use replace, which is a string based replacement. So to better understand them, let's look at some examples. And we use dual tables so that we don't have to worry about any other table. And as dual table contains only one row, the output of all these expressions will come for once. So length of oracle is going to be 6 because that's what we have. But what if you have some spaces? Well, spaces are always counted as characters. So if you have any space leading, trailing, or in between, everything is counted. Upper is converting the given string to all uppercase. The same is done with the lower. Everything is converted to lowercase. Init cap is going to convert the first letter of every word to uppercase, and here D will be uppercase. In case if you have something like BA in uppercase, they will be converted to lowercase. So first letter of every word uppercase, the remaining lowercase. LPAD is padding the given string to 8 characters. It's going to pad it to 8 characters by filling the extra space on the left with a star. So I have 6 characters in that. So it has to put 2 stars on the left, and then it has to place Oracle. Because it is LPAD means left side padding. But what if I give only 3 instead of 8? Then interestingly, it'll truncate that only to 3 characters. So be careful if what you give is not large enough to accommodate the whole string, it'll be truncated. LTrim is pretty interesting because it can take whatever characters you want to trim on the leftmost. So in this case, I want to trim all occurrences of zeros and hyphens on the leftmost. So it'll keep truncating this, and also hyphen, because we mentioned that even that is gone. So it will stop only when it encounters 1, because that's the first character that is not in the list of characters to be trimmed. So the result of that is going to be just 121. And trim, as I mentioned, is to trim all stars that are present in the leftmost and rightmost position. So all leading stars, all trailing stars are gone, because that's what we mentioned. So we want to trim this from this string. The result is going to be just Oracle. And substring will pick up only first 3 characters, because I said start from 1, go up to 3. Of course, the indexing starts with 1, because that is the way it goes in Oracle. And the database, we start from 5th position. So here is the 5th position, and we take everything from that position. So the result is going to be base. The next one is in string, which is taking the position of the character. So where is this A? A is present here, and the result of that is going to be 3. But in case if I give something like X, which is not there, you get result as 0. So if you are looking for something like X, the result will be 0. And this is where I'm looking for A, but not from the beginning, but from 3rd position. So I say start looking for A, not from 1st position, but from 3rd position. So it'll give you the occurrence of A after that. So the result is 4. And this is also the same, but we are mentioning things slightly differently. We said we want to start from 1st position, but we are interested in 2nd occurrence, not the 1st occurrence. And that is also eventually the same A. So the result of both will be 4. Now substring is going to take first 5 characters from job title. We are just using our tables in this example. So I want to pick up only first 5 characters. And if you don't have 5 characters, whatever is available, that will be taken. And this is where it is actually taking 2nd word onwards. Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to take everything from 2nd word, ignoring 1st word, because this is the position from where it should start taking characters. So I want to take characters from this position. So look for space, place 1, and from there, whatever you find, I want to take that. So that is about this substring. It takes 2nd word onwards. And this is where we are taking the 1st word. This is saying start at 1st position and then go up to the space. It's going to take everything up to space. But you have some interesting stuff here. What if the job title does not have a space? So please check that. And what happens if the job title is not having space? What will you get from this substring? And finally, we use uppercase to get rid of the case differences. And upper of job title is saying convert everything to uppercase, then compare that with this. So we are looking for jobs where the job title contains manager, but we do not mind whether it is in uppercase or lowercase, because we convert everything to uppercase to make it case insensitive. The such is now case insensitive. And then we talked about ASCII and character. This is giving you the ASCII code for first letter. This gives you the character for the given ASCII code. So this is A, that is 65. And this is where I want to translate every occurrence of star with a dot. Every occurrence of star is to be replaced with a dot, and every occurrence of hyphen is not replaced with anything. We are not giving anything. We are giving only one character here. So what it does, wherever you have star, that will be replaced with a dot, but wherever you have hyphen, that will be deleted. So the result of that is you have stars replaced with a dot, but hyphens deleted. So that's an interesting possibility. Of course, if you want hyphen to be replaced with underscore or something, you can give that here. But in this case, I want to demonstrate how we can delete some characters from a string. And the last function is where every occurrence of 11G is to be replaced with 18C. So it's a string replacement. It's looking for a string called 11G, and it is then replacing that with 18C. So those are the string functions. Now let's just try a few of them. So here is your SQL developer, the one that we have been using to understand how to write SQL commands. So here, if I say I want to get the length of a job title, we are going to get the job title. Okay, there we are. And it's going to give you the length. Well, if you display the job title also, then it becomes more clear. That's where you are. But if you want to take only the first word of that, we have seen how to do that. So substring of job title, and then we want to take the first word, so 1 comma, and then we say instr. Again, we talk about job title, and we are looking for space -1 to be more precise. So wherever you have space, find out the position and go up to the previous character, because we don't want the space to be included. So this is nesting the functions. The value that is returned by this function is used in the expression, and that is passed to another function. Well, this can be done. Go ahead and run, and you see something interesting. As I told you, if you have only one word, that word is not included. The reason for that is your int string is going to return 0, and 0 minus 1 is going to be -1. That means you are saying take -1 characters from first position. That means you take nothing. So that is something for you to figure out how to fix it, but that's what is happening. Well, if you talk about other functions, for example, if I'm interested in doing some character translation, I can say translate, and then if I give, as we discussed, some hyphens and then stars, ABC, and again some stars, And if I say every star and hyphen should be replaced with a dot and then something like underscore, then this is going to be what you get. And don't forget to change it to dual because you want the result to be displayed only once. There we are. All stars become dots, all hyphens become underscore. But if you remove this underscore, as we have seen, it's going to remove all occurrences of hyphens. They are gone. So you have only stars replaced with a dot. This is character based replacement or translation. But the same if you try to do with replace, and if you say you would like to replace every star or every double star with something like ABC, then you can see this is replaced with ABC and this is replaced with ABC because it's looking for just two stars and those two stars are to be replaced with ABC. It's not character based, it's string based. So what it looks for is exactly two stars. Wherever you find two stars, it's going to replace that with whatever you give. And as you have seen, the length of the strings need not be same. You can have different lengths for source and replace string. So those are the string functions. So this lesson is all about how to use string functions. So practice them, get used to them because we'll be using all of them a lot all through. Well, that's all for now. I'll catch you in the next lesson.